Alright, welcome back. Just continuation of Erannorth Renaissance. You guys may have noticed I am doing commentary for this second part of what I believe to be the first act of this game. Or at least hope first act. Wherever the creator wants to go with it. I'm just here enjoying the ride of it. But first part didn't really do commentary. Mainly because I have little kids and they make noise, so I didn't want that to overtake the game. But now, I'm trying to fit in times with best, because some feedback I got was put some commentary, so just give that a shot. Anyways, we last left off confronting Reyla in the little cavern over here, where I won't call it defeated her, but made her run away at the cost of losing one of our potential companions, Ludo. Right now, I have Jonas, Sheila, and just put everybody in my party. Make it simple. Alright, so currently we have Jonas, Sheila, Anya, and of course Jocelyn. And depending on how that fight goes, these party members will change. I did play through where Sheila has actually died and Ludo managed to stay. I believe you can get both Sheila and Ludo. Basically, everybody survives, but I haven't play tested enough to really figure that out. Though I am curious, I will do it another run. Probably not while I'm recording, to go see what's going on with that. But this is who we got for this current run through. So sorry, I'm just trying to get refamiliarized, be on hiatus from this game for a minute. So this is what I got going. Alright. But yeah, so after certain story events, creators added to where you get a skill point and a perk point, which I really appreciate because I kind of feel weak in this game at certain points. Not as bad as when it first launched. Felt really weak back then, but now it's a little bit more optimized. It's very great. He's just fixed a lot of the perks, add more abilities to them, make it really more character customized. So before we move on, I'm going to go ahead and assign my skill point. We have a maximum rank of 4. Basically, your maximum rank goes off of I believe, your odd number level? Let's see. Yeah, your odd number level, because Jocelyn's level 5. Don't know why, but Jocelyn's level 5, and she can go up to a maximum of 5. So I believe if you start at 1, it won't be until you get to level. Actually, that don't make sense. Anyways, that's how I think about it. Every odd number level, it goes up. But I mean, at this point in the story, unless you grind out, if you just play just the story, you're not really gonna go past 5. But unless you grind out and stuff like that after the story, because you can do stuff post story in this, at least at this current early access. But anyways, I'm going to go throw ahead in warfare. I like to build my main characters in games as kind of like D&D-ish style, battle mage. So we have our melee focus, our range spellcaster focus on this. Funny enough, I did just finish watching Solo Leveling season 2, so I am thinking about getting into some summons potentially. That was gonna be kind of hard with how I built my character up and how just the current skill points progression is in this game to kind of get that to where I want. But yeah, maybe a future build. But we're gonna go warfare, occult, put that skill point there, and that is gonna make it to where I can get my new ability. So should I do warfare and spellbound blade. So I just like this. It's another attack skill. It does really good damage. Right now it's doing 8 physical, and at the end of target's turn 2 air damage they're gonna take. So basically it's a dot. It's gonna add 2 air damage based off of just the getting the skills. Gonna add 2 more air damage. So we're gonna be having physical damage, and at the end of their turn they're gonna take plus 4 damage for 2 turns. So basically 8 and 8, which is 16. So I'll go ahead and take that. And every time you unlock a new perk with an ability, you have to go and actually equip it. So go ahead, throw that bad boy on right there. Cool. So now regular rotation, because I'm an Osculatari, I have my Spectral Slash. So depending on who we're facing, we'll do regular weapon attack, and then we may just burn through another DPS dot using this precision strike. If not, we do something else, like we just do some movements and we can't just burn through an attack. We do have Swift Strike right here. Just pepper them up, weaken up damage. Swift Stab. This is actually I believe this is a bug, because this came from where is it? This came from here. Now, I don't have this knife equipped anymore, so I shouldn't have this skill anymore. So take that off. Yeah, see, it doesn't pop back up in my, my little inventory with all my skills. So, but that's kind of an exploit. You can equip weapons, take their skills off, then take the weapon off, still have the skills at this current moment in alpha. So, alright, anyways, we're gonna go ahead, get the rest of these characters sorted out, and then we'll move on to the story and hunt down Reyla. Go back on her trail. I try to make Johnson's really greatly built for a tank playstyle. I don't think you guys are playing this, so we'll feed into that. Excuse me. I am a little nasally due to my allergies, so pardon me. Alright, so we'll do that. Perks. Try to be heavy on his movements. I think I will go for Battle Surge, just so he can have better movement on the battlefield, because first round I usually use him to buff up, as you'll see later on. Kind of buff up and everything. See here. Alright, we'll do. We will probably do Battle Surge under the Stalwart tree. Though Duelist Instinct is very good in its own self, I have a hard time proccing the feint because I don't really distract, weaken, or slow my targets that much. I should, because there's big mechanics that play into that in this game, but I personally just do not. But maybe as the game further goes along development, gets a little bit more open, the story, fights get a little bit more difficult, I'll probably dabble more into that. Yeah, we'll do Battle Surge. And the reason we're taking this is because it basically gives him a free move and he gets 2 AP back. So he basically gets, well, yeah, basically it's 2 AP. So for price 1, he gets 1 more and a free move, and he gets rid of some slow. So good to have. Let's go ahead and do that. Next we have Sheila. Sheila, I try to build her for dot damage. She is really good for that. So she's my hit runner, basically. So right now she's got 3 perception, subterfuge, and connections. We'll go ahead and bring her. I kind of want her to dibble into alchemy, but it's too late for all that right now. We'll go ahead and boost her perception. Alright, so Subterfuge has a lot of rogue aesthetic type moves, and since I'm going to be trying to do some commentary now, when Greg creates another update, major patch update I should say, he does a lot of small updates, but major patch one, and there's like a revision of the perks, so he adds something new, I'll go through, my usual what's new on that, and then give a more generalized layout for people to better understand what each of these might fit for them. Like occult is basically spellcaster, ritual summoner, that's like cleric, and this is like alchemist is like potion and poison making, but skill wise. So now what will we give you? Cloak and dagger, bleeds. Accuracy, crit chance too. I would love Hidden Blade because of the dot damage on it, plus it's only 2. Backstab is great as well. Backstab is actually really good. Let's see. We might go from this direction. Sharp reflexes is a good little passive perk. You have a lot of options to do with this. I really want backstab. I think we might go misdirection. Yeah, we'll go. Well, actually no. We have other Quid Pro Quo. Matter of fact, we will go with that just because it gives us some physical damage, which, she's not made a heavy hitter, but this could come in handy. She needs to finish off a target, so we will do Quid Pro Quo. God, I say that too many times fast. lastly, we have Jocelyn. So Jocelyn, Anya is my healer slash long distance battle. Well, not battle mage, but long distance mage attacker. Jocelyn is my archer slash somewhat close combat because she has a transformation ability. And I have played werewolf in one of my runs, and it is pretty fun. I don't know, Oscillatory just seemed cool to me, so I usually try to main that. Let's get this flexual slash ability off the rip, so that makes stuff a lot easier combat-wise. Let's see, I'll just throw hers in primal. I mean, how I mainly stack her out is primal and survival, you know, whenever I play stuff like this, these playthroughs. I think that fits her best. Oh, she actually doesn't even have a perk point. Oh, that sucks. Alright. Pine Claws is really good, dude. Alright. Continue on from there. Do a quick save. And now it tells us pick up Reyla's trail from Haygrove. We will do a quick run back to Lanford, just so I can kind of take a look at the shop, see what they got. I like to always check in here because the inventory that the merchant sells does change. Actually, if you quick save right here and go in there, it'll change every time you reload. Yeah, so this is part of the new update Raven, the creator, has done to the game, where there's more. I don't know how to explain it, but you have more of these information now when doing sales. They benefit you. Kind of more like a live, you know, immersive world, you know. So I don't think it'll affect me too much. This on this one. Let's see here. Really resonating. It's basically 8 damage right there. This is good for crits. Let's see. If you want to make Jonas a forefront fighter, you could have fist weapons now, so. There's nothing really here. I don't feel like cheesing. I'm trying to change up his inventory. It's nothing serious. So. I think my armor trumps hers. No, it does not actually. But I should be able to survive off of it. Depends on price. $465. Yeah. Hit points, shroud, lace. We'll hold off on it because we'll get to spend some money. We'll actually have an opportunity in the future to get a large sum of money, an even larger one, at the cost of a potential companion. So. Alright, we'll just continue forward, and I'm actually going to camp. So when pop-ups like this pop up, I'm not gonna read all this out, to be real with you, but I'll keep doing what I've been doing, which is let it sit long enough for everybody to, either pause the video and read it through it, or just quick read like how I do. Alright, so I'm camping now just so I can build relationships with my companions. Not super important in the story mode at this time, but if you're playing sandbox, I guess it'll be very important because you'll get to actually learn about your characters and do further stuff with them, like slight romance and stuff like that, or get to know their backgrounds. Alright, do some small talk. Oh wow, I didn't know she doesn't even have a talk option. Let's try survival. And I thought dueling would initiate combat between one-on-one between me and Sheila, but actually it doesn't. It's just a basic conversation sequence. Great reputation boost. I actually like Sheila. Which will possibly say a lot about me, but I actually like her character. At least what we see now, So. Apologize. That gives us another boost, and that should neutralize her hatred of us and put her towards 0, to where she won't freaking absolutely hate our guts. Alright, I would usually just have her supervise camp. She's got authority. Just a quick check. Yeah, so she is. Now, normally, I believe she only is romanceable from females, I think. But I used the general settings book right here to change it to where, at least for females, they're all open to romance with me. So, and then when we do the next playthrough on the next major update, probably a story update, I'll make another playthrough, explain all that again for people that's still getting into the game, stuff like that. think you can. Food. Wow, she actually failed to survive. Oh, prime. Okay, right. I haven't really built her for survival. That's interesting. Alright. Yeah, that's basically camping in a nutshell. Very well to build rapport with your teammates. Go ahead and rest for the day. So, this is where we're going. Should be another story blip. We'll get right there. I'll do a quick save. Well, search it. And we got some stuff. Got some money and well, I wish it would have stayed up longer, but we got some money and some bait. It's another new little update they added. And we got some bait. So make sure when you sprawl on the map, check out the bottom. You'll see a little quick events. Harvest Garland. So that was a misclick on my part. I didn't even know what the hell just happened. But another quick world event. Luckily, well, actually no, I think that was part of the story. I couldn't read the second part, so I couldn't tell you. But we managed to get a warfare role, which I will be putting on my main. And I will say, whenever you are trying to find where to go next, map, always check the little right side, because I believe this is where the quest picks up right here. By clicking this little prompt. When I first did this, I was running around the map for like a solid 10 minutes trying to figure out where, it was boom right there. So. All right. Sorry, I'm trying to. Excuse me. All right. So Mario, slight spoilers. If you haven't already found out, there's a lot of potential companions in this game as far as the story mode. And this is one of them. Mario is a companion. From what I remember of one of my playthroughs. Um, So you can become a vampire, legendary vampire in this game, and she is on the vampiric route, what I call the evil route. So if anybody's wondering how to get here, you gotta be a vampire, you gotta be evil. So all right, now we gotta head towards, was it Edgar's farm? I believe Haygrove is a small village. Um, your original character, if you choose create one instead of using a preset one of, I think it's Eric and Diana. I always choose the original main character where I quick customize myself instead of using the preset. So, but anyways, your customized character is from Haygrove. So this is like their home town. I do not believe they have like a market or stores here. Yeah. But anyways, moving on. Go to Edgar's Horse Ranch. Talk to good old Edgar. And then we meet Rukan. He is basically an orc. Interesting race, especially to play as, because you get these war paints that give you a lot of good buffs and abilities. Absolutely love the war paints. I wish they were available for other classes, but I understand why. You know, makes the orc class unique. Um, really like his loadout, especially racial loadout. As a character, he's kind of a dick, but he's still cool. But sorry, interruption. Continue reading on. All right. So now Edgar gave us instructions to go find his daughter. I'm gonna talk to him real quick because he is available as a merchant and he sells horses. Just increase their overall world map movement. I wouldn't advise buying one at this point because you will get one later on for free. So. Alright. And here we have the old manor. Let's go ahead and search it. Alright, if I remember correctly, the battle's about to commence. So since Rukon just joined us, we now have a Max Party 6 on a good CRPG. We're going to go ahead and try to customize and load out his slots. So Rukon is a potential party member for you, depending on your choices. I be 100% with you. I am not sure I'm going to recruit him. Still on the fence about it, and I'll get to that later. Alright, let's go to inventory. So he does have some cool stuff, like a pistol. He has a pistol, man. This shit is actually kind of cool. Firearms in this game is actually pretty cool. It has some devastating abilities. Everything else pretty standard. Yeah, it's his melee weapon. It's got 2 quick perk points that we can go ahead and put in. So he has connections, which means he can do quick pro crow too. Get that buff. I think I will do that. And he also has his war paints on top of his racial abilities. So his character description says he has red face paint and war paint. I'm gonna pick that. Even though his own picture doesn't have that. So I'll go ahead and grab that. And matter of fact, let me see. Okay, so they changed it. Let's go ahead and pick this one. Alright. So in an earlier alpha, he actually had a whole different portrait, and he actually had the red war paint on it. I actually like that one compared to these ones now, but you know, still good. But I think we will call it here for now, just because the fight might take me a little while, like 10, 20 minutes so, and we already an hour in, or close to it on this one, so we will come back to that. Thank you, everybody, for coming and watching, and I'll see you in the next one.